Early morning, on the edge of southern Armenia, a small convoy hits the road. Teachers sharing their now long and difficult journey to work after their village school was abruptly cut off from the main highway, caught in the middle of a conflict.
Part of the road, 3 or 4 kilometers of it, is under the control of the Azerbaijanis. They claim it belongs to them.
They'd say even Yerevan belongs to them.
For the past 2 years, the teachers have been forced to take a treacherous detour down steep mountain roads. What used to be a 15-minute drive now takes an hour. A new route is being carved out after Azerbaijan unilaterally declared the old one runs through its territory and set up border posts. Armenian troops are guarding the village entrance.
Russian-Azerbaijan punct, 100 meters. Street. Goris Vorotan Street. Hage.
The school sits in a border village in the Armenian region of Syunik, which has found itself right up alongside Azerbaijan for the first time in decades. Here, many teachers and pupils are fearful that Azerbaijan now wants to go further, chip away at their land and drive the Armenian people out.
They're advancing step by step. Their goal is the total and definitive extermination of the Armenians and the seizure of our land.
It's a strange situation because for all these past years, our Azerbaijani enemies were not near to us. We will do everything necessary so that they return to their land and never bother us again.
The Armenian people of this region have felt increasingly threatened since the end of the war in 2020, when Azerbaijan retook not only most of Nagorno-Karabakh, but also swathes of its land bordering Armenia, meaning only Syunik now stands between Azerbaijan and its territory, Nakhchivan. A ceasefire deal envisaged a land corridor through the province. Azerbaijan's president claims Syunik and much of Armenian territory is historically theirs, referring to it as Western Azerbaijan.
I'm sure there'll come a time when our compatriots from Western Azerbaijan, their relatives, children and grandchildren, will return to our historical land, to Western Azerbaijan.
This, he says, is now on his agenda, following Azerbaijan's victory in the Karabakh conflict.
Now that they have Nagorno-Karabakh, the dangerously high expectations of their own population may pressure the government, may weaken the government, in fact, drive the government to seek yet another victory, whether it's a peace treaty that is punitive with Armenia or continued military aggression and threats against Armenia's territorial integrity.
As for the land seizures that have already taken place, Azerbaijan says it's reverting to Soviet-era borders. The village of Syunik has been split into 2 by the Azeri demarcation. The top of the village remains in Armenia, but further down, 12 houses are now under the control of Baku.
They came here with a GPS device and said, "This here belongs to us." But it's not theirs, it's ours. The GPS was set up to benefit them, not us. They just press on a button and say, "This is our land." Same thing for our roads and houses. People here have no hope. People stay inside their homes. There's no work, nothing to do.
Harut, the mayor's son, shows us around the village of Syunik and takes us to meet one of those ordered to leave their homes, 73-year-old Anahit.
You're welcome, even if this is not my house. My house is further down, in the hands of the Azerbaijani.
From the windows of her new dwelling, Anahit can see the Azeri flag and soldiers now installed in her home. She tells us she'd previously fled from Nagorno-Karabakh. Now she's dreading the possibility history may repeat itself.
I'm afraid that tomorrow we will give them Syunik. I'm already afraid of this. I don't know what to do, where I should house members of my family. Just now, more of our people have once again been deported, leaving everything they'd built behind them.
Harut says he still believes Armenia can resist and fight back if necessary.
I think we must take our land back. It's all we think about as young people. We will take back possession of our land. They will leave, and we will live in peace. And that's that.
But many are far less optimistic. Armenia has racked up recent military losses and is weakened heading into negotiations. And according to Armenia's Ministry of Defense, Azerbaijan has taken 150 square kilometers of its territory since 2020.